What if the divine feminine's true power isn't about dominance, but a seismic shift in how humanity creates reality? Here's the explosive truth. The power of the divine feminine isn't a poetic fantasy. It's the primal code for rebuilding civilization itself. You've entered Feminine Queen, where we resurrect buried truths, not recycle empowerment cliches. This isn't swapping thrones or glorifying softness. The divine feminine detonates hierarchies. It's the quietest revolution, a primal magnetic energy of creation, sacred intuition, and ferocious receptivity we've systematically suppressed, not for its fragility, but its world-incinerating potential. Picture societies where power isn't seized, but shared, where conflicts collapse not under force, but the relentless compassion of builders, not destroyers. But the paradigm shift? The divine feminine isn't gendered. It's the buried heartbeat of existence, a call to every soul, regardless of biology, to choose creation's rhythm over conquest's roar. This force doesn't conquer. It reweaves through the fractures of our systems, teaching us to heal not by battling darkness, but by becoming unignorable light. Stay. What you'll discover today isn't self-help. It's the blueprint for a reality where prosperity, peace, and sacred connection aren't distant ideals. They're evolutionary inevitabilities. Let's awaken. Oh, my beautiful friends, I'm so thrilled you're here with me today. This isn't just another video, it's a little love letter to your soul. We're about to uncover something so powerful, so deep inside you, that it's going to light up your whole world. Imagine sitting down with your best friend, sharing secrets that make you giggle and dream big. That's what this feels like to me. I've been thinking about you, wondering how I can wrap you in a big hug through these words. So get comfy, maybe grab a blanket or your favorite snack, because we're diving into a journey that's all about you. Yes, you. Stepping into the queen you've always been. Isn't that exciting? I can't wait to see your sparkle grow as we go. 1. The feminine as the silent architect of reality. The divine feminine isn't just an energy, it's the unseen architect of existence. While the masculine builds, the feminine dreams the blueprint into being. Every creation, a child, a masterpiece, a revolution, first exists as a whisper in her soul before it takes form. This is why she doesn't need force. Force is for those who don't trust their own magnetism. Her power? She knows what she envisions will materialize. Not because she demands it, but because the universe conspires to reflect her essence back to her. Yet most women operate at a fraction of this potential, mistaking control for creation. The divine feminine doesn't chase. She draws in. A man who serves her does so not out of obligation, but because her presence alone makes devotion feel like liberation. This is the paradox of her influence. The softer she is, the more unshakable her authority becomes. My sweet darling, can you feel this truth in your bones? You're already an architect, even if you don't see it yet. Think about the times you've had a quiet idea, a little spark, and suddenly it turned into something real, like a kind word that lifted someone's day or a dream you couldn't shake until it happened. That's your magic. You don't have to shout or push. Just trust that your heart's whispers are powerful enough to move mountains. I'm so proud of you for being you, because that's more than enough. It's everything. 2. The magnetic surrender. Why softness is the ultimate strength. Society equates power with dominance, but the feminine rewrites the rules. Her strength lies in her ability to receive, not as passivity, but as a deliberate act of trust. Imagine a river. It doesn't argue with the rocks, it flows around them, yet over time it shapes canyons. The feminine operates the same way. Her surrender isn't weakness, it's strategy. When a woman stops fighting to be heard and instead allows herself to be felt, her energy becomes irresistible. The masculine instinctively moves to fill the space she creates. This is why wounded women attract chaos. They've forgotten how to let life come to them. The healed feminine? She doesn't beg for loyalty. She inspires it, through pleasure, presence, and the quiet certainty that she is the gift. Oh, my lovely. Let's take a little breath together, okay? You don't have to be the loudest in the room to be the strongest, I promise. Picture yourself as that gentle river, flowing so beautifully that everyone notices without you even trying. Next time you're tempted to push, just pause and let things come to you instead. You'll see how people, opportunities, even love start flowing your way. You're a treasure, And I'm so excited for you to see how your softness can change everything. 3. The mother wound and the rise of the unnurtured woman. Most women today are starved, not for love, but for their own love. Generations of patriarchal conditioning taught them to nourish everyone but themselves. The divine feminine isn't a martyr. She's a queen who understands that self-devotion isn't selfish, it's sacred. A woman who doesn't prioritize her own nurture is like a well refusing to drink its own water. Healing begins when she stops outsourcing her worth. The moment she starts treating herself as her most cherished creation, the world mirrors that reverence back. This isn't self-care as a trend, it's sovereignty. The feminine doesn't need permission to take up space. She decides she's worthy of it. My precious one, let's hold hands through this, because I know it might feel tender. You've spent so long giving to others, your time, your energy, your heart, and it's beautiful, but you deserve that love too. Try looking in the mirror today and saying, I'm my own treasure. It might feel silly at first, but oh, how it'll bloom inside you. You're not just healing yourself, you're showing the world what a nurtured queen looks like. I'm here cheering you on because you're so worth it. 4. The sensual alchemy, pleasure as power. The feminine thrives in sensation, not as indulgence, but as intelligence. Her body isn't just a vessel, it's an oracle. When she slows down, when she lets her fingers linger on silk or savors the warmth of sunlight, she's not just enjoying life, she's communing with creation itself. Pleasure is her compass. Modern women have been trained to disconnect from this wisdom, mistaking hustle for purpose. But the divine feminine knows better. She doesn't get things done. She attracts them. A woman in tune with her sensuality doesn't need to chase opportunities. They find her because she's a living invitation to abundance. Sweetheart, can we just pause and savor this together? You're allowed to feel good. It's not a luxury. It's your strength. Next time you're rushing, take a tiny moment to feel something lovely. Maybe the breeze on your skin or the taste of your tea. That's your power waking up, calling in all the goodness you deserve. I love how you're starting to glow already because you're a masterpiece of joy, and I'm so here for it. 5. The shadow of the feminine, when love turns toxic. Even the divine has a dark side, the wounded feminine who confuses love with ownership. She doesn't nurture, she smothers. She doesn't inspire, she guilts. This is the energy of the woman who demands loyalty through fear, not devotion, and it's the fastest way to repel the very love she craves. True feminine power doesn't manipulate. It magnifies. The healed woman knows that love isn't about control. It's about creating a space where the masculine wants to stay. She doesn't punish a man's freedom. She makes his loyalty feel like the most natural choice in the world. My darling, let's be gentle with ourselves here, because we've all had moments of holding too tight. But you're growing, and that's so beautiful. Next time you feel that grip, try whispering to yourself, I'm enough, and love will stay if it's meant to. You're not here to force anything. You're here to shine, and the right people will adore you for it. I'm wrapping you in a big hug because you're learning to love so freely, and it's stunning. Feminine Queens, this is your wake-up call. If you're watching this on the Feminine Queen channel, you're here for a reason. This isn't just theory, it's your legacy. You weren't born to beg for scraps of attention or dilute your radiance to fit in. You were born to redefine power. The world needs your energy now more than ever. Not the performative social media brand of femininity, but the raw, unapologetic kind that shifts realities. So let me ask you, are you ready to stop acting like a queen and start embodying one? Because the next few points aren't just lessons. They're your birthright. 6. The art of divine indifference, why the feminine doesn't convince. She selects. A woman who chases is operating from lack, and lack repels. The divine feminine, she's indifferent, not cold, but complete. Her love is a privilege, not a plea. When a man senses that her world doesn't crumble without him, that's when he's driven to prove himself. This isn't manipulation, it's self-respect. The moment she prioritizes her own wholeness, the masculine either rises to meet her or reveals himself unworthy. Either way, she wins. My lovely queen, oh, this is where you get to strut a little. You don't need to run after anyone. Your heart is a throne, and you get to choose who sits beside you. Next time you're tempted to chase, just smile and think, I'm whole already. Watch how the universe brings you what's yours. You're a gift, and I'm so excited for you to see how powerful your calm confidence is. 7. The language of the feminine, how she speaks without words. The feminine doesn't negotiate, she enchants. Her power isn't in her arguments, it's in her aura. A single glance from a woman who knows her worth holds more authority than 1,000 debates. She doesn't need to yell to be heard. Her silence is her loudest statement. Modern women are taught to over-explain, to shrink their mystique in the name of clarity. But the divine feminine knows that mystery is her magnetism. The less she explains, the more he wonders, and wonder is the gateway to devotion. Darling, your magic is in the air around you. Can you feel it? You don't have to say it all. Just let your eyes sparkle or your laugh dance. Try it today. Say less and watch how people lean in. You're not just speaking, you're casting a spell of love, and I'm so enchanted by you already. 8. The sacred rage, when the feminine needs to roar. The divine feminine isn't just softness, she's also fire. A woman who never asserts her boundaries isn't gentle, she's unprotected. There's a time for the lioness to bare her teeth, not in petty drama, but in righteous defense of her peace. This isn't masculine aggression, it's feminine sovereignty. Her anger isn't chaotic, it's precise. A single, well-timed no can realign entire relationships. The key? She doesn't dwell in rage. She wields it, then returns to grace. My fierce beauty, you're allowed to roar, and it's gorgeous when you do. When something's not right, don't shrink. Say your no with love and let it stand tall. You're not just mad, you're protecting your magic, and that's so brave. I'm right here clapping for you because your fire is as lovely as your calm. 9. The feminine in money. Why abundance is her birthright. The divine feminine doesn't hustle for money, she allows it. Prosperity flows to her not through force, but through alignment. A woman who believes she must grind for survival will always feel starved. The healed feminine knows that money is energy, and energy follows joy. This isn't about laziness, it's about leverage. She doesn't trade time for pennies, she creates value from her essence. The world pays for what she is, not just what she does. Sweetie, you're a walking treasure chest. Did you know that? Money loves your happiness, so next time you're stressed about it, do something that makes you giggle. Watch how abundance sneaks up when you're shining. You're not just earning, you're receiving, and I'm so thrilled for all the blessings heading your way. 10. The ultimate feminine test. Can you be loved without performing? Most women spend their lives earning love, through beauty, through labor, through sacrifice. The divine feminine? She receives love as her due, not because she's entitled, but because she recognizes that love isn't a reward, it's a reflection. The moment she stops performing, she discovers who truly values her, not her utility. This is the feminine's greatest liberation, the realization that she was never meant to audition for her own life. My precious gem, you don't have to dance for anyone's applause. You're already loved. Try just being today. No fixing, no proving, and see who stays. You're not just enough. You're a miracle. And I'm so here to remind you that you're perfect as you are. 11. The final invitation, your feminine legacy. This isn't just about you. It's about the daughters who will inherit your blueprint. Every time you choose self-love over sacrifice, every time you prioritize pleasure over productivity, you're rewriting centuries of conditioning. The divine feminine isn't a personal upgrade. It's a revolution. And it starts the moment you decide, I am no longer asking for permission to shine. Oh, my radiant star, you're building something eternal. Every time you choose you, you're planting seeds for little queens to bloom. Imagine their smiles because you dared to glow. It's your gift to them. You're not just living, you're legacy making, and I'm so in awe of your light. 12. The divine dance, balancing creation and rest. The divine feminine knows life is a dance, not a race. She creates with passion, then rests with purpose. While the world praises endless doing, she honors the pause, because every masterpiece needs space to breathe. Her rhythm isn't frantic, it's sacred. She doesn't burn out, she glows steadily. Rest isn't laziness, it's trust that the universe keeps spinning while she recharges. In this balance, she teaches us all how to live fully, not frantically. My lovely dancer, let's sway together in this sweet rhythm. You don't have to rush. Create something beautiful, then curl up with a cozy book. Try it this week. Make something, then rest without guilt. You're not just moving, you're mastering life's flow, and I'm so proud of your graceful heart. So, where do we go from here? The Stoics taught that true power isn't control, it's alignment with nature's intelligence. The divine feminine is that lesson incarnate, a reminder that the universe favors not the loudest force, but the most resonant. This isn't passive surrender. It's the strategic mastery the ancient Greeks called sophrosyne, the balance of fierce action and unshakable inner stillness. Every war ever lost began with a leader who confused destruction for strength. Every empire that fell did so because it worshipped the illusion of dominance over the reality of interdependence. Your task? Don't just understand this energy, engineer it. Let your ambition be rooted in creation, not conquest. Let your leadership be measured not by what you take, but by what you activate in others. The future belongs to those who wield the divine feminine's most subversive weapon, the quiet, relentless patience of a force that knows it cannot lose. My darlings, wasn't this just the coziest, most magical chat? You've got this incredible power inside you, and I hope you feel it tingling now. I'm sitting here imagining all the amazing things you're going to do with it, big or small. They're all perfect because they're yours. Let's keep this energy alive together, okay? Tell me your dreams in the comments. I'll be reading every single one with a huge smile. If this truth lands, drop a resonant down there if you're ready to lead differently. And if you love this, give it a big thumbs up and share it with your besties. They'll adore it too. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell because I've got so much more love to share with you. Until next time, stay sovereign, stay radiant, and remember, you're the gift the world's been waiting for. See you soon, my sweet queens.